If there is any team that can go after the likes of a Deshaun Watson or a Russell Wilson, especially Russell Wilson, I'll explain here in a second, it's the Philadelphia Eagles. Why would they go after Jimmy Garoppolo, who is, let's say he is better than Hurts, which I think is debatable, but let's say he is clear cut better than Hurts. The difference between Hurts and Jimmy is not enough to add $24 million to your salary. It's just not. And the Eagles have 3 first-round picks. So imagine this. They go to the Seattle Seahawks, who have 0 first-round picks yet again, and they say, we're going to give you 3 first-round picks and a poor man's cheap Russell Wilson. Seattle probably entertains that deal. They are in the driver's seat, I feel like, in getting one of these big-name guys because they have 3 picks right now this year, and they could add potentially 1 next year, making it 4 picks. And if you think about it, they didn't give up a lot to get those picks. They traded back 6 spots last year, so they're not losing much capital. And they traded Carson Wentz, who they didn't like anymore anyways, and dumped that salary. So, yeah, they're the one team that could legit offer 4 first-rounders and a serviceable quarterback for any one of these big names. I think Philadelphia is going to go all in on those guys, and I expect it to be Russell Wilson.
Why do you think this report's coming out that the Eagles are interested in Jimmy Garoppolo?
Well, I think it could be twofold. One, maybe for their own benefit. Like, if you can drive up the price of Jimmy Garoppolo to a team like the Commanders, that doesn't hurt you. And 2, well, it could be 3 things. Maybe there's a connection with their front office and the 49ers. Those things do happen. Drive up trade value that way.
No, wait, hold on. Eagles. No, it's someone else. Who is it?
I don't think the Eagles do, but maybe, if they do. And then the other thing could be if they're going after, let's say, maybe they've talked to Seattle, and Seattle's like, well, hold on, we're going to hold off on this. Maybe they're trying to press their hands and say, hey, we're going to go after Jimmy Garoppolo then. Like, we can get Jimmy Garoppolo for much cheaper. You guys can kick rocks, and they're trying to push their hand and to getting into talks.
And keep in mind, Nick Sirianni's the coach there, right?
Yep.
He inherited Jalen Hurts, did a good job with him, but when you inherit a quarterback, you're never wedded to him at all. You can always pivot. And I don't know what Nick Sirianni's history is. I don't think he ever worked. He never worked with Jimmy Garoppolo, but maybe that's the kind of quarterback he wants. We don't even know what he wants. We worked with Phillip Rivers for a long time. We worked with Phillip Rivers for a long time. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo is kind of a poor man's Phillip Rivers in a sense.
Although really poor man's
Phillip not Rivers. Nearly as good. But if you want to build your offense around quick passes and short throws, I mean, I could see maybe talking yourself into that mistake. So, hey, I mean, look, what if they trade Jimmy for Jalen Hurts straight up? Niners can have Jalen Hurts as Trey's backup. I mean, that would be a big mistake on Eagles. I'm saying don't write off the Eagles, because what happens when they don't get Russell Wilson? They could, but what happens when they don't get Russell Wilson? Then they might have to be interested in Jimmy Garoppolo.
Or they trade one of their first-round picks for a future first-round pick because another team wants it and they have 3, and then they can use 2 first-rounders next year to move up and get the quarterback they really want. I don't know. I just think that there's so many better options than Jimmy Garoppolo for a team that was in the playoffs, has no pressure this year. Like, they don't have pressure to make the playoffs, and they have 3 first-round. Like, they are in the driver's seat for any of these big guys.
Hey, Niner fans got to be really crossing your fingers that the Eagles pull the trigger on this one. I don't know. This is interesting. I haven't heard they're interested. Wow. Well, God love you.